Hey there folks, Rinium here, and welcome back to Game of Fortune. Thank you for Sphere for the code back when it came out. In the last part, we started down the next path, like actual next path. We went through the second door. Well, we paired up with Richard and Philip. We didn't actually end up with either of them. We ended up with not Richard and Philip. Anyway, we're having to do Selfless or Selfless. Selfish or selfless? Wow. Yeah. And it's trivia. If we get it wrong, someone dies. Depending on what we chose. So anyway, we just finished up round 1 with Clyde. And I'm more happy that I didn't make a fool of myself by being wrong. Don't worry, you wouldn't really make yourself so much of a fool. You're more of a corpse. That's not much better. In fact, it's much worse. But you were neither of those things. You're still alive and not much of a fool. That still implies I'm somewhat foolish. Well, you can't win them all. That's right! You can't win them all. Belle's voice echoed throughout the room. But you know you can win. Your chance of survival if you get this next question right. Subject being chemistry. What's with all the hard subjects? Not a fan of chemistry either, William. Ugh, numbers are annoying to deal with. But chemistry isn't about numbers, it's about chemicals and how they react to one another. It can include numbers too, like the numbers of atoms and their weights and stuff like moles. I don't want to deal with it. What exactly are you studying, kid? Hey, don't call me kid. I'm 20. I'm an adult. Right. Sorry. Bad habit of mine. Guess you're not interested in technical stuff. Too hard. Not it is hard. It's just I just prefer other stuff. More interested in stuff like history, mysticism, and politics. Politics? Never would have guessed that from you. Politics is just the nature of control and laws. If you know how to work them, you get all the control you want in your life. Think it goes deeper than that? Well, those are just the basics. Anyway, point is, I'd rather not deal with this question. Maybe let me take a crack at it? What? No! Why not? You don't think I know a bit of chemistry? What do you think cooking is? It's all about chemical reactions. But what if it's something that's not food related? What if it's about nuclear science, pyrotechnics, medical stuff? Well, do you know anything about nuclear science or pyrotechnics? No, but then let me handle it. I can do this. At least I can probably answer this better than any of you can. Unless you secretly have a master's in chemistry or something, Alphonse? Nope, never went to get my master's degree. Even so, I can't let you put your life in danger. Clyde, I've got a better shot at this than you will. So trust me on this, okay? You went out there and got yourself killed because you thought you had to protect me, then how do you think I'd feel? I know how you feel. You'd feel like shit. You'd blame yourself. You'd think that you should have jumped in to stop me. Because that's how I'm feeling right now. Why can't you see that? I've already done enough to get you into this mess. I don't want you putting yourself in danger. Clyde, I'm not putting myself in danger. Not any more than if you go in there and die and I'm all alone. Please, just let me do this. I know that I can keep us both safe. I'd say let her do it. She seems determined, but hey, she probably does know more than us. Fine. Just, please don't die. Evan's face softened and the tense frown on her face was replaced with a soft smile. Thanks, don't worry. I'm not gonna die. I'll show you that I can handle things myself. He flashed me a peace sign before walking into the other room. Why are you getting so worked up? Worst comes to worst, she'll pass on. You'll get to live. You jackass, how's that supposed to make me feel better? Oh, I'm sure she'd prefer you be alive than dead, right? That's the whole reason she's doing this, isn't she? I know that, but I don't want to put her in any danger. You sure care a lot about her. And you better hope that she gets it right. All I'm hoping for. I'd have more faith in your friend. She wouldn't just volunteer herself to die, you know? I know, but still. Let's put a hand on my shoulder. Just let it happen. She wouldn't want to know that you were doubting her, would she? Guess not. Alright, Devin, show us what you can do. Devin has selected to be selfless. The question is, what chemical do you get when you heat baking soda? 1. Sodium bicarbonate. 2. Sodium carbonate. 3. Sodium chloride. 4. Sodium phosphate. I didn't even know you could heat baking soda to get something new out of it. Really just burn up? Same here. When it burns, it creates a chemical. You take a picture, but based. I don't know why you want to heat baking soda up on its own. Or maybe it's referencing what happens when it cooks. Honestly, I had no idea what the answer was. The only thing that stands out to me is bicarbonate and carbonate. The bicarbonate and carbonate are up there. There's a difference in one carbon atom over 2, isn't it? That is a trick question, but maybe nothing changes when you heat up baking soda. I don't even know what the chemical composition of baking soda is. I mean, it's used in baking because the chemicals cause things to expand and puff up, right? Sodium chloride is just salt. And the other 3, I'm not really sure. Guess the carbon might help with baking? If it's getting heated, maybe it's losing or gaining certain kinds of atoms? Why should this be perfect for Lilith? She works with chemicals, doesn't she? I assume so. She is a pharmaceutical researcher. If she were here, I wouldn't have to worry about forcing Devin to answer this question. Devin has answered the question! Here we go. Now to see if she got it right or not. I mean, she is! She cooks. She would know what happens with baking soda. Right? So like this when I went in there? Yep, just about. What happens next? Tells us the correct answer. And if Devin got it. Correct answer is sodium carbonate! I totally would have picked that answer. Shh. I don't care what they had to say. I want to hear what Devin got it right. Devin's answer was sodium carbonate! A heavy sigh of relief and nearly collapsed onto the ground. See? Told you didn't have to worry about a thing. Devin walked through with a wide smile once again. Stunned into silence, huh? It wasn't even that hard of a question. I wouldn't have known. See, told you I could handle it. Gave me a pat on the shoulder and winked at me. Guess it worked out. But I've never known Devin to be this confident and self-assured. Definitely wouldn't have expected it here of all places. Maybe pressure's just making her tougher? Why are you staring at me like that? What, are you impressed I answered some simple chemistry question? Oh no, it was just something else. Don't worry about it. Sure, just don't space out too much. People might get ideas. I think that's the least of our problems. Anyway, that's 2 questions down, 2 to go, right? Yep, just have to wait for Bella to give us the next topic. Eager to get right into the next one? Well, who might have stopped this momentum? And the next topic is the digits of Eden. What? We're supposed to know anything about that. Literally only know the name. Calm down, I'll handle this one. Seriously? I'm something of an expert when it comes to them. I've been learning about them for years now. For some kind of investigation? Something of the sort. It's a bit more personal than that. Point is, out of any of us, I probably know the most about them. Hey, don't count me out! Know a fair bit about the digits of Eden too. You do? How so? Well, Elizabeth used to be a mentor to one of its leaders. And I think that she used to be friends with the founder too, but they don't get along anymore. So she doesn't like talking about them all that much at all. You don't know much about them at all, do you? I know a little, she just doesn't tell me what happened. Basically done a little investigating myself. It's great. I still think I'm up for it. I could do it. Really, do you know their organizational structure? You know how long they've been in operation, where their headquarters is located, who they court for influence. A lot going on here, I doubt you know. Just let me deal with this. But what if you're just using it as a cover to protect yourself? You say you know about the disease and then just pick the selfish option. Anyone could do that. But this is something I actually know about. You're better off letting me take the lead on this. I'm not gonna try to get one of you killed. What good would that do for me? Less competition, obviously. Sure, I do that, and you know what happens next? Someone else will do the same thing, and that puts me at risk. I'm stressing myself because I'm confident, not just to trick you. Let him do it. You trust him? Trust him to get this right more than I trust you. Thanks, don't worry. Won't let you down. The wave Alphonse entered into the other room. Don't look so upset, William. Here's the bright side. Even if Alphonse gets it wrong, you're probably safe. It's like the honest type. I don't care about being safe. Why the heck are you two looking down at me like I don't know anything? I'm not looking down on you. Yeah, I'm sure there's something that you're an ace at. Just not chemistry, or weird organizations, or 17th century philosophers. Honestly, I'm not the smartest gal in the world. I know my way enough around the kitchen to make myself useful. Isn't that a bit dated? It's fine if I'm talking about being a cook. What's your passions? Maybe the last question involves something you're studying. Study like politics. Maybe it'll be something like that. Bleh, politics is boring. You just said that you were interested in it. I like the concepts of politics. The actual deep dive into it is really boring. Well, he's probably not wrong about that. That's not the point. You're supposed to be studying this, right? My studies are buried in a lot of things. Sure shows how thin you're spread. Alphonse has chosen to be selfless. Huh, he really chose to be selfless. Didn't think that he'd actually do it. Why not? Seems confident. Confident or not, it's the riskier option. Question is, how many years ago was the Digits of Eden founded? Guessing there's an exact number? Probably. Everything has a start date. I guess Belle just knows what it is. I think Alphonse knows it. I mean, he said he looked into them, right? My guess is that he probably knows at least the basic history of when they were founded. I wonder how old they are. They give off cultish vibes, so maybe they're older than 100 years? Really? I mean, they weren't around until recently. I mean, it does sound kind of old and mystical, but that might just be a spin to make things sound special. What do you think, William? Well, Elizabeth was friends with the founder, so probably not more than 40 years ago if I had to guess. Oh, right, you mentioned that. It can't be that old unless it's somehow been recycled and reinvented over and over again? Now that'd be creepy. Alphonse has selected an answer! He has chosen 40 years. The correct answer is 40 years! Whew. Ha! See, told you I knew the right answer. Huh, really only that old? Sure, it might be more than that. Feels like an organization that would be older. After all, if this Game of Fortune thing's been around for a while, imagine the people would have had control over it for a long time. Maybe it's not as old as we think. Or maybe it was like super obscure. That might be the more correct line of thinking. Bones grinned as he walked back into the room. How much do you know? About the Game of Fortune specifically? A fair bit about some particular mechanics and a small bit of history. What I know, conditions to even appear in the game are kind of tricky. Well, it's not too hard to think that maybe only a handful of people in the ancient past knew the secrets of the game. Or maybe they didn't know and just fought themselves to death over who got to use it. Hard to say. You know all that? No, it's just a guess. Anyway, mystery questions down. Only one left to go. Hell yeah, we're doing it! Surprisingly, things have gone well. A game like this, it would be really easy for someone to feign competence and then just fail on purpose. Which in turn would lead to a horrific spiral of more and more death. Granted, Devin and I not wanting to screw with each other probably helped prevent that, but honestly, have a to give a proper answer. He could have just answered incorrectly. This is proof that he didn't have any bad intentions. Just to have to get through one more question. You four are on a roll! There's only one question left. Let's see if we can manage to get it right. First, the topic. Hopefully something we can each answer. The topic is... Powers of 4. Powers of 4? Ugh, that's like math and stuff, isn't it? Well, that's what a power is. It's a mathematical operation. Seems straightforward. I'd just be asking something basic like, what is 4 to the power of 4? Something like that. What if she does a really big number, though? Like 4 to the 444th power? That could be really hard to calculate. At least, not without a calculator. Anyone here good at math? I think I'm good at doing mental math. Hey, don't cut me on this either! Not that you didn't like math. I don't. That doesn't mean I'm not good at it. And besides, I'm not doing the right math. Powers is just multiples of multiples, right? In a sense? Yeah, let me give it a go. I haven't had a turn yet. You sure you can handle it? First, I'm sure. What's 5 to the 4th power? You're asking me that right now? Just a small test. 5, 25, 125. Try pacing around the room. 620? Wrong! It's 625. How did you do that so fast? Told you. I'm good at mental math. It was close enough. I don't know if that's the right answer compared to the others. Sketchy. Really sketchy. I don't know if I trusted William enough to answer this correctly. Granted, I could get it wrong and I die, but... Aha! It is not time yet time. It's actually blocked. I cannot have William answer it. So this was actually patched in at a later point where I started. That you can't go down certain paths. I don't know if like certain paths I'd started, or possibly the Richard one, were blocked. It is not yet time. It is flat out blocked to go down this path here. So I guess I have to answer it. I'll answer the question. William, I literally can't let you. Fine, do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't even care at all. If I go ahead and answer the question, you'll be safe for sure. Oh yeah? I guess you're right about that, aren't you? You didn't even realize that? This is good to know what it looks like to have a path just blocked, so good to know that finally. Just looking to prove myself, that's all. If you want to ensure my safety, then by all means, who am I to stop you? This guy. Alright, I'm just gonna go and answer this. You got this, Clyde. Give him a thumbs up before entering into the other room. Back again. This is the last question, so it shouldn't be so bad. Are you ready for your question, Clyde? It'll be a real brain teaser. I'm sure it will be. But first you have to decide whether you be selfish or selfless. I'm being selfless, of course. Got it! I'll be sure to let the others know. Are you ready for your question, then? Lay it on me. Can't be that hard, can it? Well, let's see if you can figure this one out. Question is... What 4 numbers can a number to the 4th power end with? 0, 2, 4, 6, 0, 1, 4, 6, 0, 1, 5, 6, or 0, 1, 4, 5. What kind of question is this? Question about the 4th power! Not the same as powers 4. Isn't it? Consider it a fun wordplay. Either way, those are your answers. Good luck! No big deal, just have to think through this. That's just basically asking for any number if it's put to the 4th power and must end in one of these 4 digits. Okay, that seems pretty easy to figure out. Oh gosh, so I could either... make have him do it, be like, okay, yeah, you're just doing it, or I can try and get it myself. Since I have another way. Oh, might just take me a moment to do it. When you marry someone who's good at math, you don't just let the computer solve your math problems, right? Figure it out on your own. I think too hard about this one. It is 0, 1, 5, and 6 because 0 is always a multiple of, or is always going to go with the 0. 1 is always going to go with the 1 for fourth powers. So 0, 1, 5, 6 because also they gave that 6, 2, 5 one, and then we figured 6 is also going to be an option. So 0, 1, 5, 6. Tell me my answer. I tap my finger on the screen. Ding, ding, ding! That's the correct answer. Whew. It was over just like that. The game was over. Honestly, this was a breeze. If all the games were going to be like this, then maybe things wouldn't be so bad. No, that's just wishful thinking. We just looked out. Bill gave us something simple. Things are only get tougher from here on out, aren't they? It's fine. Somehow I'll find a way out of this. There has to be some way I can get us out of here alive. Well, I can at least enjoy a moment of peace. Walk back out into the other room. Welcome back, Math Whiz. Again, marry someone who's good at math, because then you can just have your math problems solved. I am not good at math. Don't call me that. I'm not a math whiz. You answered that question pretty fast, though. Wasn't that hard to figure out? Now you're just bragging. Speed doesn't matter. All you have to do is take your time and you could find the answer easily. Yeah, we did the same thing out here. It took us a while to do the math for the bigger numbers. I mean, 0 and 1 are, like, easy to solve, right? And anytime you do a multiple of 5, it's always going to end in 0 or 5. So... why do you look like you're so upset? This is something he came to the wrong answer on his own. Forgot to carry the 1! William! 1 times 1 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Like, that's the easy to solve. Well, thank goodness they didn't let him answer the question then. Got that wrong, somebody would have died for sure. Don't sulk too much. All's well that ends well. Agreed! Belle inserted herself in the conversation, seemingly appearing out of nowhere. 4 questions right and not a single person dead! That's an impressive streak of luck! More calculated skill than luck. That's what you want to believe. Either way, allow me to congratulate you on your victory! Congratulations! You've managed to win Selfish and Selfless! Thanks. Are we allowed to go now? I want to revel in your victory a bit longer? Revel in it later. You should learn to enjoy the peaceful and happy moments when you can, Clyde. If you just rush from one moment to the next, you might miss something important. Like, what? A secret escape code message that I left on the wall. What? In my head, I didn't see anything. Oh, you just missed it! If you saw that, then you could have left. Now you're all stuck here. Quit playing around, let's leave. I'm fine, don't let me have my fun. Bill snapped her fingers and the door opened up on one of the walls. There you go, you can take that door and you'll be on your way. Thank you. No problem. Got some more games to go through, so don't let me hold you up. See you soon. The wink, she vanished in a cloud of blue smoke. Well, let's get going. Not just stand there and sulk, William. There will be plenty of other games to show off. Be happy you survived this one. Fine. I'll be right behind you. Devin gave one last look at the odd pods in the room before walking right behind the others. Honey, we didn't need the pods at all in the game. I thought they were going to be used sooner or later. You alright? You really seem obsessed with those pods. Guess it was just bothering me. Oh well, guess there's no use worrying about it, right? Yeah, 1 game down, 3 more to go. Can make it, and from there, we'll figure something out. Right. Got close by her as we walked through the door. As long as we were together, we could handle anything. I wonder... Something on your mind? Think about how many of us could have survived that last game. 3? All of us could have died, though I doubt that would have ever happened. In a scenario where 3 people answered incorrectly and the last person does so as well while choosing to be selfless. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but it's possible. So I mean, everyone from the first game is alive. Yep, assuming that Belle isn't pulling some weird tricks on us or something. What kind of weird trick could she pull? I mean, it's not like she can just change who lives or dies after the fact, right? I'd hope not. Either way, that means Zeph, Keisha, Jade, and Grana are all alive, right? So goes the theory. Well, that's good for them. So that means that the people after us are going to be in for a rough spot, aren't they? Right? Well, that depends. If Belle's feeling bloodthirsty, they might be in trouble, but if it's all random, then they might be fine. At this point, people are scared of being in the last group. After all, no one dies in the third group. All 4 of them will have to die. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. Are you worried for Maria? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little concerned for her. No matter what happens, I believe wholeheartedly in her. She's tough, she's smart, she's got heart. Must really trust her. What are you, her uncle or something? Nah, we're not related. And a godparent? In a way, I guess so. Really, I'm just a friend of the family. That might be the best way to explain it. That's sweet. I try to be, though taking her here, she didn't have to come to this. But I don't have much of a choice anymore. What do you mean? Did you not want to come here? I did want to come here. I just wish that I didn't have to bring Maria along. Couldn't you have just not? It's not that simple. She's the only reason that I'm able to even be here. The only reason I'm able to participate. Is she special or something? You could say that. She's kind of a big deal within the Digits of Eden, at least this local chapter of it. How so? Not all that important. Aw, you can't just hint something like that and not tell us. Ask her about it yourself if she survives her game. Not my place to say. Fine. Keep your secret. They're not my secrets to keep. At the very least, it sounds like Maria is involved in some way with the Digits of Eden. Maybe she worked for them or something? If she did that, then it makes sense for them to want to reward her for it. But is participating in this kind of place a reward? I really want to wish that maybe, but risk of death? That seemed a bit extreme. Hey Alphonse, you said you've done research into the Digits of Eden, right? Yep, better part of the last 8 years of my life. And how much do you know about the Game of Fortune? Guessing the Digits of Eden in this place are connected, right? You'd be right. And do you know any way to survive this place? Oh, that's all you want to know? What else will we want to know? We didn't come here looking to be part of the stupid death game, you know? That's fair. When I've researched and what I've been told, everyone that enters this place survives. What? That doesn't make any sense. They literally told us that we're going to be dying in Sets of 4 up until the final game. Quite the puzzle, isn't it? Those people in the mask seem to suggest that we'd be fine as well. Can't give you anything concrete. Everything I've got is anecdotal. People from past games, testimonials, things like that. But those could have all just been winners from past games, and members from the Digits of Eden aren't exactly the most reliable source of information. They might just say anything that makes them sound good. Yeah. Sorry if you're looking for answers. Might be able to find them if you keep making it further ahead. You're asking Kiyoshi or Zeph. They're former winners of the Game of Fortune, you know? Really? Yep. You want to get info there? Who would I go and warm up to? Heck, I kind of want to interview him myself if I get the chance. Sounds like a good lead, don't you think, Clyde? Yeah, we'll see. They've won before, and the chances are that they can win again. Hopefully they're willing to share their secrets of survival. After a few more minutes of walking, we made our way to the end of the hallway. End of the road. I think it sounds so dramatic. It's just the end of a hallway. I guess you're right. Anyway, let's go inside. Hans opened the door and we walked through. Oh, lounge again? Hey, they all made it! Jay was the first person to greet us as he was lounging right by the couches. Really, we'd be the only group to have all 4 members survive. Seems that I was wrong about that. A relatively simple game that probably helped us out. A win's a win, whether it's easy or hard. A few seconds later, Zeph, Kishi, and Grant greeted us. Glad to see you 4 made it. I'm not surprised that no one died, but maybe that's just a testament to your skill. Wait a minute, Alphonse? William? Right, you two with Clyde and Devin. Made some changes to our grouping after you 4 went to play your game. Philip wasn't feeling too good, so Alphonse and William took their places. Richard took William's spot in door 4, and Philip took Alphonse's spot in door 5. Richard in door 3, Philip in door 4. Oh well, looks like everything worked out in the end. Probably due to their immense luck. Or skill. Maybe a mix of both. I think that's on Clyde's lucky charm. He has me to thank for getting through that game unscathed. I don't think he can take credit for being a lucky charm. Okay, but I did answer a question and you didn't know. That counts for some amount of luck, right? Technically, sure. But whatever happened, it seemed that it worked out for you. Good on you, I guess. Yeah. 1 game down, 3 more to go. Make yourselves comfortable, not much else to do but wait for the other games to finish. Yours didn't take too long, the others would probably be the same. Do they have food and drink around here? Kitchen head off to the side. Plenty of things to eat and drink over there. Well, I know where I'm going. Same, might as well celebrate with booze, right? Are you even old enough to drink? In Canada, he is. Of course I am. None of my business. Alphonse and most countries, actually, are a bunch of countries. Anyway, Alphonse and William walked off to the kitchenette. Grant and Jay followed them. I guess they want to join in on the celebrations. It was perfect since it gave us time to speak with Zeph and Kishi alone. Hey Kishi, can we ask you a few things? And next time! Oh, I finished the game, right? So... hooray! Celebrating victory, I guess. Our next split is the door again? Maybe? Oh, whatever. Thank you for watching! If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps with keeping content like this and more. Find links for that in the description below. Find links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is Rennie and T signing out. Bye!